Hi, I'm Tracy Al. I'm an energy healer and an intuitive guide here to help you understand why some of those things are a little bit stuck. If you want to know more about me, you can click below to learn more or follow me on any of my other social media or on my Telegram, the free website. There's a lot of things there where you can go and learn. But if you click the like, subscribe, and share, I'm doing the energy around money that is actually creating blockages from you actually accessing your blueprint. So we're doing a little bit of series sprinkled in with some other videos. So have you ever wondered why sometimes your financial blueprint could feel stuck? So when you come to this earth, you have a blueprint, and that blueprint actually outlines different things going on in your world. That it's like you have a blueprint to build a house, right? So your financial blueprint comes riddled with past life information, but also this is the big one that it comes up with: religious programming. And I want to talk about this for a minute because if you look throughout the ages, there's a very strong religious programming of give, 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 and go, just you be grateful you have just enough. But that was done on purpose, that you be grateful that you had just enough. Meanwhile, you would see all of these deities, which are some of the richest in the world, have overflow in billions and their people are struggling. See, it doesn't make sense, but it was done on purpose. It was done on purpose. You do want to give, but you also want to receive. But the teaching is to kind of give and give and give. There's a very lack poverty mentality, right? Versus this overflow of giving and receiving and giving and receiving. So when you start to get into that energy and you look at the various programming, lack and poverty come very strong out of the history of the religious lines. And then that's where you'll see in your family, they'll be like, be grateful you have just enough. Be grateful you have just some bread on the table. Well, wait a minute. You can be grateful that you have just enough. Yeah, you should be grateful for all you have. But you should also be grateful that you're allowed to have overflow. And see, it was also in the religious line where that old saying started to come up throughout the thousands of years. Oh, money's evil and money doesn't grow on trees. No, money isn't evil. What is evil is what people do with it. So it's the person of what they choose to do with it. Because if you have good financial flow and you're a good-hearted person, you'll do good things. But what can happen if you don't break these paradigms, if you don't understand how to release that programming, it runs in the subconscious. And then you continue to act out things like, why do I just have enough? Why, when I feel like I get ahead, I feel like I create all these bills or expenses, and then it feels like I'm back at square one? Because there's usually a very lack belief system that's there. Plus, there is control mechanisms through the religious organizations and the political institutions and the banking institutions. They work together to work against you, not for you. So all of the programming is very manipulated, that they're there to help you, when really they're like, I'm just going to give you a little bone, but they're helping themselves. So the people at the top, so that energy is coming down. So it's hard to break out of those systems right now. So you have to learn to work with them and release the energy so you can continue to prosper and move forward while these systems are collapsing. But quite often, if you go back, there will be huge amounts of religious programming that will be locked in your system. So it's, well, you're bad if you want to have nice things. You're bad if you're prospering. You're bad if you're wanting more than just enough. No, you're not bad. We can remove that. You're not bad at all. You are allowed to have your dreams and visions. When you understand, if anybody tells you it's bad for that, that is actually enemy spirit. Now, if you're doing bad things with it, that's also enemy spirit. But if you're grateful for it and you're giving and you're saying, look, I can help you, and there's a balance, there's a harmony between you and your money, then you're over into the God, universe, divine energy, because it's all about overflow. Anything in the dark energy is all around lack and poverty. So they've been teaching, and just think about all the teachings around lack and poverty. You should do this and you should do that. When the reality is, in God's light, in the universal light, right? This is the two paradigms. This is, you can have what you want. It's not about having what one person wants or desires versus what another person desires. It can be two totally different things, and they're perfectly wonderful as long as they're feeling at peace and they're feeling fulfilled. So if you're feeling at peace and fulfilled, your desires are coming forth. You're playing in the God, universe, divine energy. If you're feeling lack or you're feeling poverty, you're playing in the dark energy. And this is why it's so important to understand what energy you're playing in when you're creating and manifesting. Now, I will also tell you that, you know me, I talk a lot about tools and the body. So your body is your conduit while you're here on earth. Your body is telling you everything that's going on. So if you're not paying attention, so if you're constantly, well, I can never get ahead, that's playing in the darker energy versus what do I need to shift body? What do I need to release body so I can play more over here in the God, universe, divine energy of creation and manifestation. So also the dark energy will take away. The God energy is always giving. So that's something people forget, right? The God energy, the universal energy is giving and giving and giving. The dark energy is taking, because they need you to never change your levels or your ceilings. So remember, what side are you playing on, and start to learn what your body's telling you so you can start to pull down the programming that you have been indoctrinated into. It's the same programming as you get this job, you're going to be secure and get ahead. And no, again, it's brainwashing. That doesn't guarantee you anything. What guarantees you is what's going on in here. So you make choices based on what you desire. You desire. And remember, you're always in control of your destiny, nobody else. Comment below. Be curious to see maybe what you picked up on religious programming around your money, around poverty or lack, and are you moving towards overflow? Because we are in the biggest wealth paradigm shift ever. We will see the biggest wealth transfer ever in our history over the next 3 years, 4 years. And that wealth transfer energy, I've been shown many, many times through my community, you've heard me say this, it's moving from this very draconian group of people to really good, aware, enlightened people that will actually do good things, and we will help change the course of humanity, which we're already doing, but it's going to change it faster. We'll have better technology. We're going to have better ways so people will not experience the poverty and lack. And we are going to go through a big clean out of that as well, because people need to learn what's over here, because most people are still stuck playing in the dark. What side are you on? Comment below, like, share, subscribe. Thank you for being here. Check us out, tracylclark.com. And remember, you're always in charge of you. Lots of love, and we'll see you again.